Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this new video of Daily Current Affairs. So today we'll discuss important updates for the date 12th of August 2020. So before we begin, I have the list of 5 important words that will surely boost your vocabulary and they will be important for the major competitive exams. So I am Ayush, your host. Let us get started with the session of the day. The first word for the day is myriad. So it means a countless or extremely great number of people or things. So the meaning of this word in Hindi is asankhya, which means countless, and the synonyms for this word is multitude and stacks. The antonyms are limited and measurable. The sentence from this word can be myriads of insects danced. The second word is menial. So it refers of work not requiring much skill and lacking prestige. So the Hindi meaning of this word is hour, and the synonyms for this word are unskilled and unworthy. The antonyms are noble and elevated. The sentence which can be formed from this word is these are sort of menial factory jobs. Alright. Third word is modicum. So it means a small quantity of a particular thing, especially something desirable or valuable. The Hindi meaning for this word is alp, and the synonyms for this word are drop and little, and the antonyms are entirety and ample. So the sentence that can be formed from this word is his statement had a modicum of truth. The fourth word is squalid, which means, or you can say it refers of a place extremely dirty and unpleasant, especially as a result of poverty or neglect. So Hindi meaning for this word is malign, and the synonyms for this word are fetid and filthy, and the antonyms are clean and decent. The sentence that can be formed from this word is the squalid, overcrowded prisons. The fifth and the last word is disparage. It means regard or represent as being of little worth. So Hindi meaning of this word is upeksha karna. The synonyms for this word are lower and belittle, and the antonyms are admire and respect. So the sentence that can be formed from this word is he never missed an opportunity to disparage his competitors. Alright, that's all for the words of the day. Let us get started with the questions of the day part. The first question with us is consider the following statements regarding National Infrastructure Pipeline NIP. So the first statement is the central government has constituted a task force to draw up a national infrastructure pipeline for each of the financial years 2019 to 20 and to 2024 to 2025. So second statement is NIP will ensure that infrastructure projects are adequately prepared and launched, which will help to achieve the GDP of 5 trillion US dollars by 2024 to 25. The third statement is for robust marketing of the pipeline of projects, private investment through India Investment Grid IIG and National Investment and Infrastructure Fund NIIF is required. The fourth statement is recently Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman inaugurated the NIP online dashboard to be hosted on the IIG. So the question is which statement or statements is are true above? So you can pause the video here and you can reread the statements listed here. Alright, so the answer is option D, all of the above. All the statements listed here are correct. So let me give you a brief information about IIG. So IIG, as written in the statement, the third statement, it stands for the India Investment Grid, and it is an initiative of the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, and that can be written as DP, IIT, and Ministry of Commerce, and a private thing which is called Invest India, and it is the National Investment Promotion and Facilitation Agency. So it showcases a menu of investment options across India on a single online interactive platform, and it connects potential investors to protect or project promoters across India. Alright, moving on to the second question. What is the name of the largest object in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter where subsurface reservoir of brine, salt enriched water currently in freezing condition has been found? So the answer is Ceres, and it is the largest object in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, and it has been found that it is an ocean world with a big reservoir of salty water under its frigid surface that raises interest in this dwarf planet as a possible outpost for life. And this data has been obtained by NASA's Dawn spacecraft, and the research was published in the journal Nature Astronomy, Nature Geoscience, and Nature Communications. Alright. Third question with us is, recently which city's metro corporation completed India's deepest underground rail ventilation shaft? So the answer is option D, Kolkata Metro. So the ventilation shaft is 43.5 meter deep, which can be said to be equal to a 15-storied building, and it was completed jointly by Kolkata Metro Rail Corporation, which is called KMRC, and a private company called Afcons, and this is located on Strand Road near Hooghly River. Fourth question is, Tribal Affairs Ministry is developing Tribal Freedom Fighters Museum dedicated to contribution of tribal people in India's freedom struggle. So what is the total number of museums being sanctioned? So the answer is option A, 9. So out of 9 sanctioned museums, 2 museums are near completion and remaining 7 are at different stages of progress. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi had announced setting up this Tribal Freedom Fighter Museum during his Independence Day speech on 15th of August 2016, and these museums will have strong uses of technologies like virtual reality, which is called VR, augmented reality, which is called AR, and 3D/7D holographic projections. Alright, fifth question is, recently uh, how many primary agricultural credit societies have been identified in Karnataka by NABARD for agricultural infrastructure under Agriculture Infrastructure Fund? So the answer is option A, 163. So they have been identified by NABARD. So NABARD stands for National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, and its headquarters lies in Mumbai. It was formed on July 12, 1982, and its chairperson is Mr. Harsh Kumar Bhanwala. So let me give you a brief detail here. And so this has been they have been identified by NABARD for their creation of agriculture agricultural infrastructure fund with concessional refinance and interest submission under agriculture infrastructure fund with net interest of 1%, and Karnataka is one of the 3 states in the country selected by Prime Minister office for formal launch of agricultural infrastructure fund. So basically, primary agricultural credit society, which is has been identified, which is also called PSCS, is a basic unit and smallest cooperative credit institutions in India. It works on the grassroots level like gram panchayat and village level. All right, the sixth question is, recently Defence Acquisition Council approved acquisition proposals of dash Indian rupees, which includes acquirement of 106 basic trainer aircraft from Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the Indian Air Force. So the answer is option A, 8722.38 crore Indian rupees. So let me give you a brief detail about this. So for Indian Air Force, as mentioned in the question, they have approved procurement of 106 basic trainer aircraft from HAL, and for Indian Navy they have approved procurement of an upgraded version of Super Rapid Gun Mount from Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited (BHEL), and for Indian Army they have approved procurement of 125 mm APF SDS, which stands for Armor Piercing Fin Stabilized Discarding Sabot, and also for AK-203 and unmanned aerial vehicle upgrades. All right. The seventh question is, what is the rank of Reliance Industry Limited in the 2020 Fortune Global 500 list, in which it has become only Indian company to be in 100 top 100 global companies? So the answer is option C, 96th. So RIL has been ranked 96th and in the 2020 Fortune Global 500 list, and Reliance is the only Indian company in the to be ranked among top 100 global companies. And this list is published every year by the Fortune magazine, which call it as the ultimate business scorecard. And also, other than RIL, only 6 Indian state-owned and private companies made it to the top 500 global companies according to the Fortune. So those 6 companies are Indian Oil, and then ONGC, and SBI, then Bharat Petroleum, Tata Motors, and Rajesh Exports. Alright, moving on to the eighth question. Recently, India signed a contract with which country for development of 5 ecotourism zones in Adu Atoll city of that country? So the answer is option B, Maldives. So the ecotourism zones are part of grand project being implemented under the High Impact Community Development, which is called HICDP scheme, and this involves a total grant assistance of 5.5 million US dollars to Maldives, and currently there are total 9 such impact projects being implemented in the Maldives. Ninth question is, recently who has become the fourth Indian umpire to be inducted in the ICC International Panel of Umpires? So the answer here is option D, K.N. Ananth Padmanabhan. So the international panel was for the umpires was formed in 1994. Okay, you note that 1994, to ensure one neutral umpire would stand in every test match. But from 2002, the elite panel superseded it for test, and the international panel umpires are assigned ODIs, which is for 50 overs, and T20s in their home countries. So Mr. K.N. Ananth Padmanabhan has taken 344 wickets in 105 first-class games. And also, let me tell you that recently Nitin Menon was elevated to the ICC elite panel of umpires. So here's a difference. All these members are all these options which are listed here are members of ICC International Panel of Umpires, and Nitin Memon was chosen to be the member of ICC Elite Panel of Members. So there's a difference between elite and international here. All right. 10th and the last question is, Khadi and Village Industries Commission is going to launch the first of its kind training cum production center of silk in which Indian state? So the answer is option C, Arunachal Pradesh. So it will be launched in far-flung tribal village of called Chuluyu in Arunachal Pradesh, and 25 local artisans of Chuluyu village has been selected under the first batch for training. So KVIC, as mentioned in the question, stands for Khadi and Village Industries Commission, and its headquarters is in Mumbai. It was founded in 1956, and currently the chairperson is Vinay Kumar Saxena. So alright, that's all for the session of the day. And if you think this video helped you to raise your awareness about important updates and happenings around the world, please leave a like on this video. And if you have any suggestions, do write in the comment section. Also, you can write us to our email, that is officers.plus@gmail.com, and hit the subscribe button for important updates on a regular basis. So thank you very much for listening to me. Have a very good day ahead.